Good morning, Rustin. How are you feeling? He's feeling good. So we have headed out. We're heading to Carnavon Gorge. We kind of didn't realise how far it was. Rustin luckily has some carrots to keep him company. We have about 7.5 hours trip, and we're about 3 or 4 hours in, and we seem to be keep going. But I need to stop every 5 minutes to film something, and we're going to head to another forest, have a bit of a look around there, and then hopefully we'll get to the gorge by tonight, and then tomorrow we can film actually going through it.
The epic journey with Josh.
Filmmaking. Tree in there. Can you see the trees going back and forth? Oh, hello. The mirror.
The only thing that's not broken.
I know, I don't know how the mirror is.
They didn't want 7 years of bad luck. How intense he looks. Very into his filmmaking. Just been to an abandoned house. I saw it on the side of the road, and we sort of just pulled over into a ditch because I was determined to get some shots in there and have a little explore. So we've seen that, and we're heading to a little forest. It's called Forest. And it's en route to Carnavon Gorge. It's going to be probably about 40 minutes until we're there, so we're going to have a look around. It may be nothing. We are just looking for something to do out here in the midst of the desert. But we're heading out. The road just seems to go on forever and ever. We were driving through the night last night, and we sort of just drove in a straight line for about 2 hours, and we thought we'd sort of reach the end of the earth. We thought we'd hit a glitch and we were never going to end. But it seems to be heading there. We're sort of knocking the time off. We've got another 3 or 4 hours to actually reach the gorge. But then hopefully we can find somewhere to camp, find somewhere to set up, and we'll have the whole day tomorrow to explore.
Last time I headed out on a trip to the Outback, I went on my own, and I decided that I was just going to head out there, do a 2 or 3 day trip. I thought it was a great idea, and it was the first time I got my van. So I thought if I took the van for my first little trip out, I could get an idea of what I needed and kind of see what it's like and what kind of things I needed, like water and tents or whatever I needed for my other trips in Australia. I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to learn. So I headed out with the intention of going on this trip, and I thought it would be relatively easy. And what I wasn't really paying attention to was my fuel. So I headed out, and it was a long way into the heat, and I wasn't paying attention to my fuel. I ended up driving in the middle of the night. I had no fuel left, and I was about 60 kilometers to the end of the town, freaking out, like moving out the way of kangaroos and cows. So we've learned our lesson now. Rustin's just grabbing some fuel, and literally every town or literally every place that we see along the way, we're just getting some fuel just so we make sure we're full up. Rustin has the supplies. Energy.
Hey, here's I am.
Coffee and energy drinks. Thanks, man. Get out of the car.
Alright, I'll see you in a bit.